Welcome in, everyone, to another session with the Second Chances. As always, we're going to start with thank yous. The first of which goes out to Critical Role, who created the wonderful world of Exandria that we are adventuring in. And I'd also like to give thank yous to everyone whose music we are using: Reliquary Records, Dungeon Glitch, Critical Role, and tonight we're also going to feature some music from Divinity Original Sin 2 by Borislav Slavov. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Last time, with the Second Chances, they had successfully completed a rescue mission, bringing home 9-year-old gnomish heir to the Calatin Trade Consortium, Melisara. Upon bringing her home, they were offered... Basically, the sky was the limit as far as rewards go, and they decided that they wanted the boat that they had.
We want a boat.
They wanted a boat. Yup. So they are now the proud owners of the Pandering Breeze, which was the boat that they were on when they went to meet the pirates.
The crew is going to be so thrilled.
We'll see.
Hey, listen, she said don't forget about them, and we didn't.
We'll see. As you got back, you also found out that Zervaxin had been rescued, and Zana was able to pull that off on her own, but not without some setbacks. She had apparently been exposed to a super toxin that was named after one of the ancient dragons that was part of the Chroma Conclave that terrorized the continent of Teldore about 50 years prior. And she was not in good shape, but she was on the road to recovery. Corey also had a little sit down with Gil, and it seems there's a new side to Gil that has been shining through recently. What this means in the long run, we'll have to wait and see, but everybody likes him a little bit more than they did. Probably.
No, that new side, all I hear is dark side.
Maybe like 1%, maybe 0.5%. And that brings us to tonight's session. Everyone has just laid down for the night. You had a good night's rest. I don't think anything... No, you know what? Tell you what. Callie, roll a d20 for me.
Why do you always pick on Callie?
Because Callie rolls low.
Like garbage.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So we started Kiona's campaign on Thursday. We had some combat. Me and Kara are playing Ira and Vivian Larest. And in that first campaign, I rolled 2 nat 1s and she rolled 2 nat 20s in that first combat. I'm like, this is very apt.
We know who is favored by Timora, and we know who is favored by Bashaba.
Yeah, well, Bashaba's smiling upon us all. 1.
You rolled a 1? Oh. I wasn't planning on anything, but now I feel like I have to.
No, I have to come up with something.
You always have to with Callie's roll.
Okay.
I know. Why would
Okay.
you not plan on that for me?
Nope. Okay, I got it. So it's mostly a pretty full and good night's rest for everyone. Obviously, Maeve, it's a little bit less restful for you being next to Zana all night. As she is constantly tossing and turning and spasming in pain.
Yeah.
And you are also woken up a bit early to her vomiting into a bucket over on the side of her bed, and she is now at level 2 exhaustion.
I thought she had gotten out of her exhaust. Oh shit. Okay.
She did. She only got the 1 level of exhaustion, but she got over everything. But because of Callie's 1, I'm saying she did not get a good night's rest, and now she's at 2 exhaustion.
Well, at least her hitting the bucket is better than what happened.
Better than it was for me.
Yeah, I got experience. We're good.
What is level 2 exhaustion?
Looks like I'm gonna have to bring my my glass bottle after all.
Doesn't it have your movement?
No, that's further up, I think.
She's
With
I know
exhaustion?
she has.
I think it's attack rolls and saving throws.
Disadvantage on ability checks and speed have. Yep.
Speed half, okay.
All right. Does
Fair enough.
does a
3 must
rest
be attacks.
does she need 2 full nights of rest to recover, or just 1?
2. You remove 1 point of exhaustion per long rest,
Okay.
Or greater restoration.
or a greater restoration to remove.
Oh,
as well.
okay. Good point. Well, either way, she is helping as much as she can.
All right. So you are all awake on the day after a successful rescue. You have a boat down in the harbor with your name on it, and apparently a cart full of possibly other kidnapped automatons to try and track down that may or may not be making its way across the Menagerie coast from town to town. What would you like to do?
Right.
Okay, Hermia.
This is the
Rosalind,
Crying free action.
you and Corey wake up to Hermia just sobbing.
So awake and crying. Got it.
Yep.
All right. That's. I feel like Corey and Roz would just be like, yeah, seems about right.
is Zana out with the rest of us?
Yeah, she's down with you. She does not look great.
Leaf is going to walk over to Zana and say, "You look like garbage."
That's mean.
Thank you, Leaf.
Do you have something that might help her leave?
Yes. And Leaf is going to take out. Oh, actually. Right. I need diamond dust.
I would say it's
Right.
diamond dust specifically.
I only
Think
have.
about it. A full
full-
diamond is really just a big speck of dust.
Yeah.
Just use
I
one of the
was-
cheaper ones, please.
I will say
You
that
may-
probably amongst the lot of you, you probably have what
Yeah.
you need to be able to crush up a diamond. So if you have a diamond and you would like to turn it into diamond dust,
Okay.
just basically whatever it's worth, you now have that much in diamond dust.
Remember, Juxta, we established in Scholar Reign that the other way around, it requires diamonds worth an amount equal to, and diamond dust is just a lot of diamonds.
All right. So Leaf is going to take out the diamond and crush it in its hand to create dust, and that's just going to do the meme where it sprinkles some diamond dust onto Zana. He's gonna cast Greater Restoration on Zana.
Why do you sound like that?
That's my 5th level spell slot.
You don't have to.
That's 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
It's 100 gold, my 5th level spell slot. I can't cast Spying now.
Sorry,
Spying.
spying? You mean
It's like
scrying?
scrying, but it's more of a dick move.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, as you... Tali, get out of here. As you sprinkle the diamond dust over her, you watch as the... I mean, she's already pale, so I can't really say the paleness in her skin leaves. There are still some vague traces on her arms and on her neck where you can see sort of the outlines of the veins. It's not green like it was before. It's more of sort of like a gray. So some of those begin to fade. The sickly hue that I guess her skin has also begins to fade a little bit, and the darkness around her eyes also kind of goes away. Although she'd be in her Aurora form down here anyway. So yeah, she is a bit paler, but that goes away.
Okay.
And she is now down to just 1 point of exhaustion, which is disadvantage on ability checks.
Leaf is going to say, "That should help you a little bit. I just learned how to do that overnight.
Thank you again, Leaf. I appreciate it.
Thank you for assisting with my brethren. This one is a little upset that it was unable to assist you in the endeavor.
It's fine. If we all would have went, they would have gotten out of town before we had a chance to find them. And there are still more, apparently, to find, so... You'll have your chance.
is true, I suppose.
It is a second chance.
Uh-huh.
Maybe all of you will have a chance to feel what this feels like. Wouldn't
Suppose if we
recommend
see
it,
them
though.
again. No, I imagine not. I suppose we'll have to be extra careful if we do find this person, or if they've, I don't know if they're spreading that toxin around to use it.
It's
So,
expensive. I doubt that it's something they just give away, but what they're doing is obviously important to someone to give them a weapon like that.
Indeed. Well, shall we start traveling?
I mean, we should probably go check on the boat before we head out.
Especially if you want to give them any orders on where to go from here, but
That's fair. That's fair. We do have to do that.
I can talk with the chateau staff here and have our horses and cart ready by the time you return.
Now the other thing's on us. Do you want to go with the boat to recover a little bit?
No,
Or do you want to come with us?
riding a horse is fine.
Do you not like boats?
I don't think it's the
No,
boat.
it's
that's the
fine.
issue.
Why would I want to be on a boat?
Zana,
Besides,
do you
who would-
get seasick on a
Who
boat?
would take care of Celtic if I wasn't here? Not Rosalind.
Roz could try. I could teach her how to not get kicked by the horse.
Roz just glances up. How early is it?
9-ish, we'll say.
Okay, she's probably not drinking yet. She glances up. I have my own horse, thank you.
All right, so are you all going to head down to the docks to check out the Pandering Breeze?
Yep.
All right.
See them.
Yeah,
They
my
just
conversation.
dismantle it. We don't have a crew.
So, yes, Leaf?
Oh, nope, sorry. Don't worry about me. I have to recharge my staff. Sorry.
So as you head down to the Restless Wharf, you do indeed find the Pandering Breeze right where you left it, in the same section of the docks. But the scene is already much different. There are a handful of carpenters and dock workers scaling the sides and the top of the ship, repairing the damage from the pirates' cannons and swivel guns. You also notice that there's a few stronger and hardier folk that seem to be pushing 2 cannons up the dock next to the ship as well. You also notice that among them you see 2 familiar people. You notice that Beauty and the Beast are among those transporting the cannons towards the ship. But from here, at least, none of the crew seems to be in sight.
I'm gonna elbow Hermia. Do you want to go say hi?
Yeah, to who?
The fighters in the pit with Roz.
Why would I do that?
You punch their lights out. The least you could do is say hi.
Is
Share
that
a
like?
drink with
Is
them.
that like? Should I start doing that? Because I don't know. That was a thing that like you should do.
I just more meant that you guys had a friendly conversation. I didn't know if you wanted to continue.
Oh,
it.
you mean when like I went to the bathroom but didn't really go to the bathroom and like went outside instead?
All right, maybe we'll just. Never mind. I tried.
But don't you guys have a rematch?
Ugh,
True.
yeah, in theory.
In theory, but yeah, I guess we're not. We might not be coming back here. I guess that's true, right?
Maybe.
I guess it depends on what we find.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll head on over towards them. I suppose we'll start.
Yep. So as you come over, they do see you walking towards them, and they both kind of stop what they're doing and turn towards you. And I think she was a Goliath woman, kind of nods. Come looking for that rematch already?
Actually, we're checking out our ship.
They turn and look where you're looking. It's probably seen better days.
Yeah.
Probably. But she's ours.
Well, I guess that makes you the captain then?
No, not me.
Well,
this is Captain Ashfall.
No, I think we could say that's a Leo.
Captain, what smile? Kind of has
Yeah.
a nice ring to it.
You know what? I don't hate Captain Woodsmile.
What is your like credentials though? Have you ever like sailed a ship before?
You're already more qualified than the last captain.
Like, who
I don't know
decided
about
what
that.
is- What if
Captain
I
has already
wanted to be
sailed
the
a ship.
captain?
What'd you say, Corey?
What if I wanted to be the captain?
Captain
Have you sailed a
Corey.
ship before?
Hell yeah, Captain Corey.
This one thinks that Captain Corey would be wonderful.
Dory.
well, don't let keep you, and they return to work.
Rosla Glance, I do apologize. We're getting ready to leave town. I don't know that we're going to get a chance to fight again.
Well, it'll be an easy win you're handing back to us then at the end of the month.
Yeah. Well, if you're ever in... I don't know where the fuck we're going next. If you're ever in wherever we're going next, we'll fight you again.
Looking forward to it. The drow just smiles at you, Hermia.
I'll wave.
As you are all heading up onto the boat, I would say those of you with high perception, Leo Leaf and Maeve, you see that the drow checks Hermia out.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, heading up on
He is
top,
barking up the wrong tree.
heading up onto the deck, you do actually notice that there is one person up there. You see Winston at the far side, up near the bow, smoking a cigar and kind of looking out over the Lucidian. Doesn't
Well,
seem to notice you,
Captain?
though.
What?
I guess what title does this person have now?
Whatever we assign them.
And say Winston didn't really have a title. He was just like the lookout
Oh.
or whatever.
Fair enough.
Roz nudges Corey. All right, Captain.
Okay, guys. So first of all, we're gonna establish a dress code. Okay, we're gonna have matching colors. I'm thinking some feathers and be real fancy and I'm not piratey, but like like seaworthy. I think we should start there.
You guys have great choices in captains. I'm proud of you too. And I pat both
And then-
Roz and Maeve on the back.
And then we're gonna do Tea Party Tuesdays. Yeah, that's for sure going in there. And then I don't know, like we could do silly things like, just for like fun and like team building and stuff. We could, maybe like we'll have like some kind of like, at the end of the week we kind of like, celebrate each other and say what we think is cool about one another, or we could have fishing contests.
Corey?
Yeah.
Captain, do you recall what we will be asking these people to do?
Wait, what are they doing?
Or where to go?
Yeah, I know we talked about it yesterday, but it feels like 2 weeks. For some
Feels
reason.
like it's been weeks.
At this point,
And-
the
okay.
door to the lower deck opens up, and you see First Mate Flowers comes up and sees all of you. Oh, here you are, the new owners. Well, the rest of the crew's downstairs, away from all the noise. If you want to
Wanna go down
address
there?
everyone,
I think that makes sense.
Is First Mate Flowers? Did they seem upset?
make an insight check.
Okay. Oh, I gotta open. Okay, got it. Yeah. Just that. Just my insight. 19.
Upset probably isn't the right word, but for anyone who's ever worked retail before, when you have like a new manager that's coming in and you know that nothing's really gonna change, so like it's not any worse, but it's not really any better. It's just the next one. So
I mean, something's gonna change. They're gonna be on way more dangerous missions than they were before.
we'll see.
They're also gonna get paid a lot more.
So she calls across the ship, Winston, let's go. He kind of turns, goes, oh, you're all back. And
You're the lookout, right?
yeah,
Why are you the last one to notice that we're back?
we're in the harbor. I was enjoying myself.
Roz, let's not get too mean at our crew.
We don't want to start a mutiny, and we just took over.
Yeah,
So-
please. I welcome the mutiny attempt.
You all head
Where they're
down.
gonna
You
take
all
the boat?
head down into the lower deck where the rest of the crew is, and Captain Bright Eyes immediately sees all of you as you're walking in. Well, welcome, bosses. Who exactly do we answer to
Well,
now? And like looks to Roz. Are you the captain now? You taking my ship
Nope.
from me? I gotta say,
Nope. It's me.
I kind of liked it.
Corey and Leo are going to be working together.
Oh man.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna point out, like, I kind of like the ship a lot better than I do the coffee scene. Wasn't really planning on going back to that.
No,
We're not
no.
firing
We're not
you.
firing anybody. Everybody's
right.
staying.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, repairs are already underway, and with a nice little bonus that the Calotons left for us, we decided to upgrade a bit as well. And she kind of mimics like loading a cannon.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Very exciting.
Were you able to get my shield off the floor?
Yeah, they gave you your shield before you left the day
okay.
before. So, what's the plan then? We gonna take you somewhere? We going somewhere? Is it more pirate stuff? Should we just keep doing our trading stuff and, passive income's all the rage nowadays?
It is. We're going to have you finish repairing and upgrading the ship and then meet us in Port Zoom.
We will see you there.
All right. Should probably take. Last we talked to those doing the repairs, probably 5 days. So I think we could be there in 6, maybe 7. It depends on the weather between then and there.
That will work just fine for us.
All right. And you said the little one and the old one's gonna be staying with us.
No.
No, just that.
You guys, when we're not on the ship, you get to operate independent of us,
Yeah.
All right.
as long as you follow our orders.
All right. Well, as the new owners of the Pandering Breeze, captains, would you like to give a speech?
Yeah.
And everyone kind
Is
of
there
looks at
any
the
alcohol
two
in
of
this room?
you expectantly. Just the wine that's mainly for cooking. But
Roz,
you
Good
see it
enough
on
for
the
Roz
shelf.
right now.
All
He
right.
goes over and grabs the bottle and just starts drinking.
Will be.
I'll message to Leo and say, okay, do we want to like good guard, bad guard this?
Back to Corey. No, all we really want to do is just
Why?
inspire them. Like, we're their bosses now. We're not here
All right,
to...
we're
Lay down the
waiting.
law.
Everyone just stands there in silence looking at you.
Corey, just say something nice.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much. Our last adventure was a trip, but hey, we saved the girl, you guys got the gold, and you even got to upgrade your ship. So, while you're working for us, we're like a family, like each and every one of you is so valued and so important. So just, continue to expect more rewards and more upgrades to come. However, when you do meet us in our next destination, please be prepared to conduct a performance review with each of them.
No. They know how to run this ship better than anyone else.
Oh,
Like,
no, of
don't tell them
course.
how to do it.
I'm not telling them how to do it. We're just really talking about like how they're doing. Like, is there anything they need from us? And also like, could they be better? They're dumb. But but it's all good. It's all fun. Yay! Everyone clap. I try to get them to clap.
There is a long, painful silence before it is broken by a low, orcish voice going, "On God, no cap," which comes
What?
from
What?
the
Heck
Kenku.
yeah! Heck yeah!
And
That's
then
right. Just
Cap-
like I taught you.
Captain Bright Eyes is like, "All right, yes, rousing speech.
Oh boy.
All right, well,
one more thing.
Great.
Pay increases for everybody, and
All right, then
we're going to
now
get
they
a
all
tag
start.
in the bottom of this.
Now they all start like clapping and hooting and hollering, and they kind of start to spread throughout the ship and kind of mingle, just kind of chatting with everyone a little bit. Roz, the orc, Cole Seaborn, comes up to you and goes, "Barnhe'll be nice getting some real alcohol instead of that."
Raz takes a look at the bottle and nods. it is a very stoic, very yes.
Wait, why weren't they allowed to have alcohol?
It's not that they're not allowed to; they just didn't have alcohol.
Didn't.
Like some of them might have like their own personal stash somewhere.
She'll request a bottle of proper whiskey be kept on the ship.
I was
as
gonna
she
go to the place and like request them to put a couple casks and shit in the ship.
Yeah, you can easily do that. She also takes a flask out of her jacket and undoes it and hands it to you.
Ross gives her a
says,
look that's like, "You're my hero."
"You need to share your workout routine with me sometime. Never seen such a pretty lady with such a strong frame."
Ross nods.
Just slide in. I'm like, excuse me, you're gonna have to file that with HR before you try to have like a workplace relationship. That's
Oh
not
my
really
God.
appropriate. So
Corey.
As Corey starts saying this, Roz just nods her head back.
Corey likes
Leo,
to nod.
Winston saddles up next to you and holds a cigar out towards you and goes, "This is straight from Drusar. Don't have a lot of these. They're very rare."
Where's
Also,
that?
It's one of the 4 main continents. It's basically the other side of the world, so it's
Oh, okay,
pretty good
so
shit
I know
here.
where
And
that's at.
he lights it up for you so you two share a cigar with one another.
Also, to go along with the pay increase, we expect an additional productivity increase of hours.
Oh my god.
Spicy Tabby actually pipes up and goes, "You'd actually do, like, magic-y nature things, right? Could you, like,
Affirmative.
make us, like, vegetables and stuff?"
So that's actually part of your benefits package, and we'll have to discuss that.
Corey.
Oh my god.
Corey.
Blech.
We're making everybody very
Yeah.
triggered right now.
Can you make like a nocturnal garden in the hole?
Well, actually, anything that doesn't need as much water is best. Like, we could technically do, like, small little planters on the ship, but obviously watering them while you're at sea is difficult since all the water kills the plants.
This one understands, and Leaf will walk over to. What was that person's name? Flaming Tabaxi?
No, Spicy Tabby.
Spicy Tabby.
She's not a
And you
tabaxi,
just-
she's a human.
That's just confusing. And it's going to Druidcraft and place a cactus in their hands and say, "This one requires very little water. Enjoy."
I can do something with this. And she walks over to the kitchen area. Hermes, yeah, because I think you told them that your name is Hermes. Selena, the songstress, walks up to you and kind of stands next to you, as I assume you're kind of probably standing back away from everyone as well, and says, "Looking forward to learning more about where you come from. I bet there's a lot of inspiration in that flying city of yours."
Oh, yeah. Good memories there. Yep.
She tries to engage you in small talk, but it's an uphill battle.
I'm sorry, I'm just bad at small talk, okay?
That's all right. And then finally,
Katie speaking.
Rowdy Rachel Maeve kind of corners you at one point. So since we'll be seeing a lot of you bunch around here a bit more, the lowdown on the dynamic here. Who's fucking who?
Just eyes wide. You'd be surprised to know that there is no real inter-party relationships here. I know that sounds
None?
strange. No, I mean, I guess for me that doesn't matter if I have a person, but I have someone I'm talking to. Raz is someone back home, although I'm not sure what's going on with that. Leo, I don't know what's going on with Leo. He's too. Let's see. Corey's too young. Leaf is Leaf. Hermia, I don't know. So yeah, no, nobody's sleeping with anybody. Oh, but you haven't met Zana yet. But
Everybody's mostly free game.
Yes, but a lot of them are shy, so just be careful.
Well, if we're getting a few kegs on board, that should.
Oh, yeah, that will help. Yep. But yeah, I would say that I don't know what's going on with Roz right now. She kind of looks at her drinking and is very concerned. But
it's a little early. It's
a little
also
early.
not the best alcohol.
Yeah, I'll need to check in with her. But yeah, I'd say have fun, shoot your shot. But yeah, a lot of them are shy, and maybe a robot and too young.
Noted. So you gotta hang out a little bit more.
Attachments.
Jesus. Hang out a little bit more with the crew before you decide it's time to go. So 2 cannons.
I was told, who was fucking who.
Was there anything else that you potentially wanted added to or upgraded on the ship?
This one will. Do we? Is there like a list of the people that are on the ship?
I will have one for you.
Okay. Is the human tabaxi? Is that the chef?
Yes.
The cook. Okay. Leaf will go with them, and in their kitchen area, we'll point out areas where shelving units will be placed to have where potted plants and herbs and spices can be placed. Okay. And Leaf will tell them that upon our arrival in Port Zune, this one will enhance these plants and fruit, so make sure you have a wide variety.
Okay. So other than that and the casks of ale / bar area, nothing else that you wanted added to the ship?
What other amenities would they possibly want? I'll kind of go around to like the captain and then the first mate and then a couple of the underlings.
So the captain's like, well, I mean, obviously the planters and shelves that Leaf mentioned, that'll be nice, having more than just eating fish all the time. Bar area will go great for improving morale. I assume when you're here, you'll probably want the better rooms, but we all like having decent rooms, so if we wanted to upgrade more of the lower deck to not just have those, what are they? The bag things you sleep in from post to
hammocks.
post. The hammocks. That's the word. The sheet beds. Be able to make bedrooms for everybody would probably be pretty nice.
Yeah. How much would that be?
I'll talk to the people upstairs and get back to you on that real quick. And then if you want more cannons, we only got the 2, 1 for each side. But if you wanted more than that, or those little swivelly things that the pirates had, anything like that, or a custom flag. Always want to get a custom flag. Never really had anyone to design it though.
Corey, do I have a job for you? Do you like to design a custom flag?
Ooh.
I have
Okay.
good ideas sometimes.
Yeah, no, me and Leo will get to work Well, I guess, yeah, Leo, hell yeah. Let's do something, and Leaf can help, and we'll do something up nice. Cool.
This one has already produced 43,000 possible images.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
See? Look at
All
that.
right,
Leo's gonna okay them to make sure the hands have 5 fingers.
All right, so as you are all getting ready to leave, and the captain goes up and talks with some of the carpenters and masons and stuff like that a bit more. It will be $20 20 gold for the planters and shelves in the kitchen, 100 gold for the cask of ale / like a bar area, and 600 gold to put extra quarters on the boat.
720, you say? Yeah, we got it.
Wouldn't putting extra quarters on the boat just be a quarter?
Leaf falls in the water. And then finally, as you're leaving, the captain does also bring up that, now that you're the owners of the boat, you'll also be in charge of obviously paying everybody. Don't worry about it right now, but by the time you get to Port Zune, they're going to want to know where their next, month or so, however far in advance you want to pay, you can go
How
ahead and do
much
so.
are
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
dues right now?
Well, you did say that you were upping everybody's pay, and they were all making about 100 gold a month as is.
How many crew do we have?
Yeah, 100 gold each or 100 gold
Yes.
total?
Nope, 100 gold each is what we were
Okay,
bringing in with
great.
the trade and everything that we were doing. There is.
We will
1,
increase
2,
it to
3,
100
4,
gold
5,
and 1 silver.
There are 7 of us.
700 gold a
Okay.
month. Okay.
Well, I'll pull out of my personal 1,000 gold. You divvy it out. You take the largest share, but give them a good amount out of that extra 300.
You got it. All right, so we'll see you in Port Zune in probably about a weekish. All right, well, safe travels with whatever hero stuff you're going to do now.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And the rest of the crew all give you a send-off as well. And as you are leaving, you actually see another familiar face approaching. You see a gnomish man with a little gnomish girl hand in hand with him, and 3 bodyguards behind them, one of which you recognize as the orc from them, as Melisara and her father come up to you. And her father's like, I told you we'd find him here, didn't I? That boat is not going anywhere for a little while. Second chances. Nellie wanted to make sure that you all got a proper thanks before leaving. She was we were all a bit overwhelmed last night when you returned her to her, so she felt she didn't give you the thanks that you were owed. And she also wanted to say goodbye as well. And she kind of comes up to each of you, and you can tell she's still very shy. She's kind of wringing her hands a little bit and kind of looking down at her feet, and she's like, "Thank you all for saving me from those pirates again and bringing me back to my mom and my dad."
I'm just glad you're safe. I kneel down to her level because that's what you do with kids
And gnomes.
and gnomes,
So especially gnome kids.
especially gnome kids. Anyway, she's she's kneeling as far down as she can.
Yeah. And so as you do, and she kind of looks up at you. Where
Well, you also were very brave yourself.
where are you all going now?
Well, we're gonna try to be helping some Aeormatons that really need it. So we're going to Aeor's Recollection right now.
She
And
kinda
we're
looks-
probably gonna continue the Menagerie Coast.
Looks back to her dad for a moment, then turns towards you and gives you a hug, Maeve. And then kind of sheepishly goes around to each of you, and if you'll let her, kind of gives each of you a hug as well.
For sure.
Roz definitely kneels down to give her a hug.
And then goes back over to her dad and kind of picks her up and goes, "Once again, we are forever in your debt. I know technically the boat here was your reward, but if ever there's any way that the Calleton family can help you, don't hesitate to reach out and we'll do what we can."
Well, when the Empire comes knocking and says that we're wanted criminals, you can just tell them we weren't here.
Raz,
What?
we're not wanted criminals from the Empire.
Okay, so
But
we're
we are
Oh.
wanted by the Empire.
Oh, that was a joke.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
a
joke.
good one.
She's not good at telling jokes.
Actually, Mr. Calleton,
Yes.
quick question. How do you know the Valentino family?
Sure, they were, I guess you could say, rivals, competition to us once upon a time. But terrible news what happened to matriarch of the family
Yeah.
last month with the whole attack up at the gates and whatnot. There's not much left at this point. The widow's basically been bought out of everything and sold off. I think I hear that she's moving to Taldore now to get away from it or start over or something.
Oh wow. Okay. If it's not too much to ask, she was she was, I knew her sort of. You don't have to mention that to her or anything like that, but and you don't have to do anything that I'm asking either. But if if rivalry aside, you could just make sure that she gets over there, okay? I personally would very much appreciate it.
He kind of nods slowly. Sure. I think obviously we've been a bit preoccupied recently, but
Absolutely, yeah.
probably send over our condolences, and she's certainly been through enough this past decade or so, I'll take care of it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Well, safe travels to wherever it is that you're going next, and if you find yourself back in Nicodranas, make sure you stop by and we'll treat you to a proper dinner or celebration, a party of some sort.
That would be
Look
nice.
forward to it.
So with that, the Caltons make their exit, and the orc bodyguard who's with them before gives all of you a knowing nod, thankful nod as well, and they leave. With that,
Roz is gonna send a telepathic message to the orc bodyguard, and just say, "We got her out, but pirates are still out there. Don't take your eye off that girl."
turns and looks back towards you and nods again before leaving.
You literally took your eye off the girl. Look back at me. Never mind.
I guess
You didn't
technically
hear any of that.
he could have responded since you could have used your Kalish, I
It
think.
was telepathy. Yeah.
He wouldn't have known that though.
Yeah.
All right. So, was there anything else that you wanted to potentially do in Nicodranas here before you head back to Zana and leave? All right.
No, that's okay. I was gonna see. I have no idea where Gloria is because I realized I probably should just say goodbye, but I don't know where she is. So.
I mean, if you wanted to try and take a quick look around the docks, where you saw her before, you can certainly try.
Okay. If you guys don't mind, you guys can go on ahead. I'll be there in a sec if you want, but I'm just gonna.
Go ahead and give
Guys,
me a perception check.
Perception check. Oh boy. Let's see here. With my eagle eyes. Literally. Eagle eyes. 19.
Okay. So with a 19, you head over to where you remember seeing her before. Nothing there. There's no ships even in that dock right there. But taking a quick moment to ask around. There aren't many pallet elves around here, so you are directed over towards where a few guys know who she is. Says, we last saw her working here. She's not there, though. Check this bar, and you do find her at the first ship. On break, though, but she sees you coming and stands up, looking a little kind of nervous and fidgety. Timavra, it's good to see you again.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt you at work. It's just been
on break. It's fine.
fair enough. It's just been pretty hectic the last couple of days. But just wanted to make sure I said my goodbyes as we're going to be leaving Nicodranas.
If you don't mind me asking, where are you heading off to?
Well, we're currently going to be going to Aeor's Recollection. We're trying to figure out the whole missing Aeor situation.
There's Aeormatons have been going missing recently?
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. We have a few that work with us here around the docks. I'll spread the word, make sure we keep an eye out.
Yep, keep an eye out. I'm hoping that the ones here should be safe, but it's apparently a big thing across the coast. So
That's
we're
terrible.
gonna, figure that out, and then I think we're gonna be continuing up along the coast, probably towards Port Denali.
You planning on visiting back home?
I'm not sure yet. Still figuring that out, but possibly.
If it's not too much trouble and you are, do you think maybe you could deliver a letter for me?
Yes, absolutely.
She goes over to her sack and takes an envelope out and comes over and hands it to you. Oh, just my family. I haven't talked to them since I left, and don't usually think about sending things. But I mean, if you're going that way and it's not too much trouble.
Oh yeah, I will. If for any reason we're not, I'll give you a Sunday message.
I
and let you
appreciate
know.
that,
Well,
Maeve.
I'll let you know either way.
She goes in for a hug.
Yeah, she goes for a hug too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well.
It was lovely to see you again.
You as well, and be safe out there.
You too.
I mean, you have a dragon. Be safe out there with a dragon. It was. Stupid.
Well, yeah, he's pretty good. And she
Yeah.
kind of points at him, but you know, the well wishes are still appreciated.
Okay.
All right.
So with that, you are able to catch up with your group before they get back to the lavish chateau. And indeed, when you get there, your 3 horses, the cart, and Zana are all waiting for you.
All right. Everything all set at the chateau.
So as you all begin to load up with your horses, you are approached by 4 familiar small faces. As you see Luke, Clay, JJ, and
bitch.
2 Horns, the Super 7, come up towards you. So, looks like you're leaving then. Yeah, without even saying goodbye. After all that we did for you.
Thanks, guys.
I know, I'm just kidding. Thank you, though, for rescuing Zervaxin. And then you watch as JJ kind of elbows Luke from the side. Yes, thank you. You did more than anyone else that we've asked has and, believed and stuff. So, you rescued someone, and hopefully, the kidnapping here is done at least. But there's probably more of it going on through the Menagerie Coast, so we're counting on all of you to keep looking into that and make sure that it doesn't start again.
That's the plan.
Here's
yeah,
the
that's
funny
where we're
thing.
going.
That's our first priority.
All right, well, and if all of you are working together instead of just sending one person to do it, maybe it'll get done fairly quickly. And Luke turns and kind of nods to 2 Horns, who takes something out of his pocket and hands it to him. And you watch as Luke walks up next to Zana. You did more for us than any other adults in this city have, even our parents in some cases, so thank you. He hands something up to her. You can consider yourself an official member of the Super 7. And you see as he hands her a pin that has an S7 on it. And she kind of takes it and looks at all of you. And she puts it in her
Marcy's
pocket.
laughing their
Thank
ass
you.
off.
You wear that.
You wear that.
And
Wow.
she kicks Celtic, and they kind of take off. Take off ahead of you.
She appreciates it, I'm sure.
All right. Well, everyone, be safe out there and, do hero things and stuff. And let us know if there's anything that we can do for you back here in Nicodranas.
For sure. Don't stow away on our ship.
Wait, you guys have a ship? And even Clay kind of pushes JJ aside and goes, "You have a ship? When did you get a ship?
Just now.
Very recently.
What's it called?"
We're not doing that, Gabe. I will
What
not
is
be
the ship called?
responsible for this.
Roz looks to Leo. Yeah, Leo. What's it called?
A pandering breeze?
Yes, that.
No.
I think we need to rename it though. It's kind of lame.
I don't know. That's a pretty cool name. I like it.
You think so?
It is currently
Yeah.
in the docks for repairs, so if you were to sneak on board, now is the optimal time to do so.
Oh, we are going to die.
2 Horns is like, we could at least go check it out. Is it big?
I mean,
It is 3 stories.
is it?
It is.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Technically.
I
Technically.
mean, it's
So-
3 floors.
Yeah, I don't know about 3
I don't know,
stories.
3 stories.
Yeah.
probably,
I
but
couldn't
one
think
those
of
is definitely
floors
below water.
in the moment.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a good 20 feet. It's a big ship.
All right, so you finish kind of saying your goodbyes to them as they seem a little bit eager now to go and check out your new ship,
boy.
and eventually as you
Say
head.
goodbye to your secret friend for us.
JJ just kind of gives you a wink, and they run off eager to go and see your ship now as you get
Oh,
caught up
boy.
with Sana.
if you check out our ship, make sure you say the Second Chances sent you.
Oh boy. Nope.
No.
Nope. We're not doing that game. Not kidnapping kids.
I mean, is it kidnapping if they
Yes, it's
go
still is.
themselves?
In the eyes of the
In
law.
the eyes of the
yes.
law, yes, it is.
Well, we will see what happens.
No.
So you get caught up to Zana near
that's
the edge of the city as you head
Oh,
out.
before we go, can I find Sir Vaxon?
Sure,
yeah,
absolutely,
I
yeah.
want to say bye to him.
Yeah, Zervaxon is by his fruit cart.
We'll miss you.
Oh, welcome, friends. I will miss you too. Why will we miss you? Are you leaving?
Yeah,
Ah, well.
we're going to help more Aormatons.
Here, have some fruit for the road, and hands you a dozen app oranges and a dozen mangoes.
We
Leaf is
can't
going
take
to-
that for free, so I hand him 10 gold.
Oh, no. Please, I insist for your friend Zana helping me.
And I reluctantly take the 10 gold back.
Leaf is going to druidcraft a pear and hand it to Sir Vaxon and say, "This is something that this one has been working on for some time. It is a new fruit that this one calls a banana."
You handed him a pear.
Yes.
I don't mean to alarm you, friend Leaf, but this is neither new nor a banana.
This was an attempt at a joke. I am sorry.
Ah! Ha 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 ha.
But for real, have you considered
Okay.
making combining the qualities of a banana with some other fruit?
I have been working on it, and here's a joke for you. Do you know why farmers are so good at their jobs?
Why?
Because they're outstanding in their fields.
Only
Roz,
the
Roz
bad
rides
ones are
Reggie on
standing
up to
in
go
their-
catch up to Zana.
Don't you boo at the Aormaton!
Not allowed to be
rude.
learning.
All right, so as you all eventually get caught up, so that's not the right song. That's the right song. By the time you finally get on the road and leave the city of Nicodranas and its gathering of colors behind you, the sun has about reached its highest point in the sky, so you're leaving at about noon. The first city of the Menagerie Coast was unlike any place that you've been so far. The salt-scented air, the windy breeze, and the friends that you made as well. And the shady confidence of Mr. Lavore, the soothing wisdom of the Ruby of the Sea, and the chaotic energy of the Pandering Breeze's crew. But being back on the road brings a sense of familiarity. Even with the Lucidian Ocean, a new companion constantly to your left. As you leave the city gates, you see a few other carts and travelers coming from the west, including one cart that's not much bigger than yours that seems to actually be filled with kids and teens, and another 5 or 6 kind of walking beside it. You get onto the open road to begin heading towards Aeor's Recollection. During this first day of travel, is there anything that any of you would like to do?
You have something? Because I got something. Okay.
You're good.
I will start then. I meant to do this morning and then I didn't, so I apologize for that. If that's
Sure.
okay. Is Anna within 100 feet?
Yeah, she's near you.
Okay, cool. So she's gonna send a secret message, my message. But she's gonna start it with, hey, I do apologize with last night. I probably should have been a little less snippy. It's hard for me when I am helpless to help people that are hurting, and I can't do anything about it.
There's a longer pause than you're probably comfortable with before she replies back. I told you I was fine. I'm capable. if I need aid or help, I will let you know.
You are certainly capable, but and I appreciate that you'll do that. That certainly helps. I just ask that you don't wait till you're dying to ask for that help, if possible.
Why not? The last time it happened, you came through.
Well, that was a battle. I guess a little bit different. True. As that first strike makes me very fast. No, but in all seriousness, I just mean, don't be afraid to ask sooner.
All right. Corey, what would you like to do, or talk to, or say? Or do you want to do it before you sleep? Like, wait till you get camped down?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So you travel.
What's Roz doing?
Riding on Reggie.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Alright, she is gonna check in with you real quick.
Okay.
Hey, are you doing okay? You were acting unusual this morning.
Oh. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just. Tough conversation with home this morning.
You managed to talk to home?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to wait?
I'm not ready.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. And then Maeve's like, I'm gonna sit down and just sit with this.
Leaf is going to go over to Corey and say, "Hey, are you doing okay?"
Yeah, I'm actually pretty dang good right now. Like, we have a ship.
You were
we-
acting a little off this morning.
Oh, was I? I mean, I was just a little tired, and then Hermia was crying this morning. So, like, which is fine. Like, I'm here to help. It's just, it's just a lot, sometimes. But, like, but I mean, it's not a big deal. So, I'm good. How are you?
This one is doing great. Thank you for returning to us.
Of course. And I'm so excited to see this new Aeor City, or whatever it is. I think it'll be really fun and cool.
Yes, we should be able to learn lots about Aeor and their culture.
Yeah. You think, so, you and Sir Vaxon are, different? And, not, personality, well, of course in personality, but, your shape different, in comparison to each other? And I know that, and I don't really know anything about Aeor or anything like that. So, what do you think, his primary objective, kind of was?
This one would think that its primary objective was to guard it.
Oh. Well, I guess that's kind of obvious now that you say that.
This one is a little jealous of Sir Vaxon. It was able
Why?
to create something by combining two fruits to create a different fruit. That kind of creativity is special.
Hey, well, you can do it too. And honestly, how many things that exist in the world are just inspired from something else that someone did? Would you say that's not creative?
Suppose that could be a form of creativity.
Yeah. So, you just keep at it, and then, sometimes something sticks. We can work on it, because we have to make the flag anyway, so.
This one has increased the number of potential drawings to 4,897,841.
And then, like, you know, on our trips, we can find like other artists along the way, and then like maybe we could use their stuff to like improve your outputs or whatever.
All right, so the
you
two
know?
of you continue to chat about this for a while.
Hold on,
before
I got more stuff.
Leaf loses all of his memories again.
Leaf is going to continue and say, this one is happy that you were able to stumble upon these second chances.
Aw. Thanks, bud.
This one feels that you must have had a very lonely life because before us, you didn't have any friends at all. So this one is glad that you were able to connect with us.
Well, yeah, wow, that's a bit of a double-edged compliment. Yeah, no, I guess, no, well, and Corey thinks. I did have good friends, but I didn't have a family like you guys. Don't say that to the rest of them, okay? Just between you and me.
Between you and this one, we are all a family.
Yes. Look, I have a surprise for you, and well, kind of for everyone later. But I'll tell you guys later. Don't tell anyone that either.
This one looks forward to it. Remember, Corey, we are your only family forever and until ever.
That's very.
Honestly,
No.
I'd be fine with that.
I'm sorry. This one is sorry. It was another joke.
Oh. Oh.
Remember, Leaf has had 3 families now.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that you did. Well, then I guess I gotta catch up to you, bud.
Please do not. This one likes this family right now.
Yeah, we're kind of the best.
All right, so the rest of the day goes without incident, and eventually the sun does begin to set. A bit before that, as you're kind of looking for a spot off the road, because to get to Aeor's Recollection, you come off the main path and sort of down towards the coast, which at this particular point isn't a beach. There's just kind of a lot of sort of rocky crags around here. Rosalind.
What?
You get a message as light comes through.
Oh.
Rosalind, I don't mean to put any undue stress on you after last night, but I think that Shadow may try something soon. I've been trying to connect with her, and usually I get nothing, but today there was just a seething darkness, just rage. I don't know what that is in relation to, but I just wanted to warn you.
Light, I need to ask you something then. Can I fight her?
Do you mean, could you win?
Could I even hold my own?
She's strong. Without her connection to me, not as strong. But I also don't know the rules of how she is doing what she's doing to you and your friends. So I don't know.
Seems to be able to do things at her whim in these dreams. Thank you for the heads up. I'll see if I can't figure out something to do about it.
So with that, you all bed down for the night. Was there any other conversations that wanted to be had?
We're on the side of a road.
Yep, yeah. You kind of off the road a ways. Or actually, hold on, let me just take a look here at the maps. Take 3 days to get there. Yeah, actually, you probably would have just followed the road out of Nicodranas and then kind of came up this way towards these hills. Sort of in between some hills and some forests. You would have left the road actually probably quite soon to get there. So yeah, you're off the beaten path, camping down for the night.
Stand up on a stump or a crate or something.
Sure,
I
easy
say.
enough to do.
Second chances, I have an announcement.
Sure.
So, as one of your new captains, I wanted to kind of, well, I wanted to just thank you guys for like taking me back, I guess, after all that hubbub. And I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate you, and I wanted to kind of announce that I can do a cool new thing now. And I wanted to offer it to all you guys because I know that with us traveling and we have so many things to do because we're so popular and we're so cool and we're just big old heroes and everything. I can do this thing, and I sit cross-legged on the crate or whatever. I can like do like a version of the sending spell, sort of, but like in your dreams, and for longer and cooler.
What, really?
Oh.
Yeah. So like Maeve, if you wanted to go see your new boo thing, I could cast this spell on you, and then y'all could literally have like a date in your dreams or something like that, just because like we're always traveling. Or like Leo, if you wanted to go visit your sister, just catch up, that sort of thing.
Do you have to know the other person?
And do they have to be asleep?
Query:
do have
Are
to
you
be
watching during all of this?
No, I just have to like do a little ritual, you sprinkle some pixie dust in your eyes and just, pat your head, let you go, into your little sleep, and then I can go to bed.
Do you have to know the person?
I do.
You do?
Damn I
it.
do. Well, let me double check.
Don't check the rules of my spell that I
Yeah.
understand
I'm
now.
Yeah,
doing
I'm just,
the
like,
We're
getting
same
into
thing.
my
Look at my
clothes.
notes.
Caster need to know, because it's two different things.
It says known to me. It doesn't say how familiar to.
It says just known to you, not...
That's
It doesn't say how familiar though. 'Cause
jeez.
and I'm saying that because I know that some spells are like you have to be familiar with them, but it just says known to me. So if I know them,
That's weird.
The target must be on the same plane of existence as you. Creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, can't be contacted by this spell.
Oh, well, I'm out.
I'm out too.
No. Creatures that... Oh, yeah, because you go into a trance, right? Yep.
Yeah, because you can't
oh
sleep.
man.
That's annoying. Maybe if we ask the DM
Well, I guess some of
nicely.
you. Sorry. Unless like the god above would be like maybe.
Well,
like, go through something,
hold
but,
on,
you
hold
know.
on. You or a willing creature you touch enters a trance state, acting as a messenger. While in this trance, the messenger is aware of his or her surroundings, but can't take actions or move. So,
Yeah, actually, just says creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, can't be contacted by this spell.
right. So
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to use the spell on an elf or an Eladrin or a Kalishtar, but you could send them into the dream. So, for example, Maeve uses
You
the
actually
trance.
can't use it. You can't use it on a Kalishtar either because they don't dream.
Right? Yeah. That's what I was saying.
No, but
Is-
I mean, Kalishtar can't be the ones contacting out because they can't dream.
You're not, but the person who's contacting out isn't dreaming. They're in a trance as the messenger. So you're just going
I see what you're saying.
into somebody else's dream. So any
So
of
I
you
can
who
contact Kaylin, but I
Correct.
couldn't contact my mom.
correct. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, this
Um,
was supposed to be a bigger and cooler announcement.
No, it is. It is.
Sorry.
It is.
It is.
So here, first of all, it is a cool announcement in character. For Mia the player, this is why we let the DM know ahead of time when we want to do cool things so he can prepare as well.
I just picked a spell. That's all I did. I'm sorry. Do I
Maybe-
need to
maybe we
approve
could-
everything I add to my inventory and my spells list? I'm sorry. I'll do that next time.
Wait, we don't have
Ah.
to approve shit in our inventory? Can I add like 2,000 gold then? No.
So if the target is asleep, the messenger appears in the target's dreams and can converse with the target as long as they remain asleep through the duration of the spell, which is 8 hours. You can also the messenger can also shape the environment of the dream. So yeah, she's right. You could literally go on a date with Kaylin if he was asleep.
If he was
You-
asleep the same time I was.
Yep. The messenger can
Daytime
emerge
napping.
from the trance at any time, ending the effect of the spell earlier, and the target recalls the dream perfectly upon waking. If the target is awake when you cast the spell, if the target is awake when you cast the spell, the messenger knows it and can either end the trance and the spell, or wait for the target to fall asleep, at which point the messenger appears in the target's dreams. So yeah.
Oh, all right.
I was hoping to be able to talk to my brother. but
Well, let
It
me
would work.
talk to my people, and maybe I don't know. I can
My
figure
people talk
something
to your
out.
people, Yeah. Maybe you
Yeah,
can improve the
I'll have
spell a
my
little bit.
people talk to. Yeah, so I'll figure something out and see if maybe like I just need to get stronger, or maybe I just need to like find some cool magic item. I don't know, but for now we can kind of use it if anyone wants to, go see someone or yeah, like. So, I guess my question is, who's got dibs for tonight?
Oh,
How many times can you do this?
Oh, well, potentially 2 times a day. If we're just traveling and nothing dangerous happens, I could potentially do it every night, So, like, maybe if you want to go call your boo thing, or...
I will wait till he's maybe fully rested.
Yeah, well, yeah, so whoever. So I'm just offering it if...
It's very
anyone
kind
wants
of you to offer, though. Thank you.
I mean, banging in your dreams isn't
I-
exhausting, is
it.
it?
Don't make you dirty, Leo!
Gross.
This is what
Leo.
it's gonna be used for. Don't go
All
gross
right.
me.
I'd
It
rather
is
not.
gross.
It was supposed to be a nice thing, a wholesome thing.
Okay.
This is not a wagon, Leo.
Right. I mean, on the one hand, I'm like, Leo, don't make
Jesus.
fun of me. On the other hand, sex isn't gross, guys. Come on.
I'll say, what the hell's wrong with doing that? I don't get it.
I think it was just
I
you
know
said it.
about it, and it's through my spell. Like, what if I dream about it? Like, what if the spell
Oh.
leaks into my dream, and then I see
Zana
it?
No.
definitely says it's definitely because Leo said it.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Old
agreeing
people
with
fuck too.
They do.
Okay.
Still gross.
Also,
Dang,
he's old, but
Hermione.
he's an elf. Like, he still looks like he's 40.
I can tell.
I mean, if he hadn't
What,
smoked
can
that many
you
cigars, he
smell
would
it
look
on
better.
me?
I
This
could.
Look,
Am I
look.
the only, am I like one of those people that's weird for not being weirded out by their parents fucking? I feel like that's
Yeah.
a thing.
I just like to
Alright.
point out that because of his cigar smoking, Leo definitely looks 400.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Wait,
Like
that's not fair.
He took a magic potion though, so he's younger than 200 now.
Okay, fine.
That's
He
true.
looks 396.
Wow.
Moving down in the world.
Oh,
I'm just gonna kill myself.
Hey, you give me enough time, I'm gonna help you out.
Oh jeez.
also, because I know that we've had some weird shit with, invaders in our dreams and stuff. So we could also, I don't know how helpful that would be, but that might be a way for like Hermia, like if you get that bad dream again, maybe one of us could be there and maybe change it, or like at least help you. If
It
that makes
wasn't a
sense.
bad dream. It was just weird and annoying.
On that,
Wasn't a big spider monster thing.
I mean, I've had scarier dreams.
The scarier part was
Oh.
that you were hurt. Literally physically hurt. That's the concern. And into that,
I mean, I was just
perhaps-
tired.
on that note, Roz kind of pipes up. Light thinks that Shadow might make a move against us or me soon.
Why is she so obsessed with you?
Roz looks genuinely like tired and hurt.
I
don't
mean,
know.
I didn't mean that in a bad way. It just seems like a whole lot of effort. I mean, you're on
No,
another
I know.
you're in another world right now, and she's like, "Oh fuck, I gotta go after Roz. Gotta figure out how to get to this other world just so I can fuck with her." I mean, there's gotta be other things she could do to pass the time.
When Mom adopted me, she did not take it well. I don't know. But if you see anything strange or potentially dangerous in your dreams, I want you to try and focus on your tattoo and try to talk to me. Just like you would, if we're speaking to each other in a bar or something like that. Try to communicate with me through it, and I will try to reach you. My people, the Kalishtar and the Quarry, come from the realm of dreams. That is where we are all born and where we all return to when we die. I might be able to find a way to help you. I don't know. Technically, that's more Ceres's domain than mine, but I'll try.
Well, either way, people on watches, just keep a lookout towards everyone else.
Someone seems like they're in pain.
Exactly.
Well then, to that point, if I stay and watch with someone, I mean, I guess for the non-elves, I'm sorry, I'll figure it out. Do I have permission to then maybe use my new thing, and then maybe we can be there? Or at least not me, but whoever I send in?
Yeah, you should be able to do so for Leaf and for Zana and for yourself, anyway.
Yeah.
Say let's give it a try.
It's worth trying.
Okay. Dang.
Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Does anyone want to go tonight? I really want to try this spell.
I usually need to give. I appreciate you trying to be kind, but usually Kalen is on a different time zone, so I don't know if he'll even be asleep.
So
Ross
Kaylin,
thinks about it for a moment, is like, everyone I would want to talk to is either an Eldrin or a Kalishtar.
Kaylin is probably only 1 or 2 hours ahead of you,
Oh.
Maeve. So if you're going to sleep, he's probably asleep too.
I have an
This is a lot of new
interesting-
information. Go ahead.
Could I tell Corey about my second in command for my old gang?
You could.
That would be an interesting thing, because I kind of want to see where they're at.
Yeah. So you could describe Steel Bloodgut, a half-orc that you used to work with in the Grudgehounds gang, to her, and if she would like to make you the messenger for this, you could certainly give that a try.
If he's not asleep right now, I'll wait.
I mean, based on where you're at, I mean, it's still on Wildmount. So again, if you're laying down to get ready to sleep, there's a decent chance that he may be. And when the spell is cast on you, you can tell if they're asleep or not. And basically for the duration, you get to hold on to it until they go to sleep and then use it. So it doesn't get wasted.
So you pick, Maeve, if you want to talk to...
No. He's still resting. I know. I guess it's a dream, but I appreciate it. I will probably take advantage at one of these nights. But go ahead. I'll try at a different time.
Ooh, who am I contacting, Leo?
my former associate, and I relay all the information I know about Steel Blood Cats.
Yep.
Blood gut?
Not a fun story.
Steel Bloodgut. Yep. He basically tells you he was his second in command, gives you a physical description of him. Would you like to try and cast the spell?
Yeah.
Is this a ritual or is it just like a one action spell cast?
It's my spell.
Can Broths do rituals?
No.
Well, I mean, regardless,
Nor
like
is
some
a
like,
ritual kiss spell anyway.
yeah, like sometimes spells just take longer to cast.
Oh,
so.
I see what you mean.
Oh, it just
Alright.
takes a minute.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So yeah, why don't you go ahead and explain to us what we see as Corey casts this spell on Leo.
Okay. It's gonna be super long and drawn out because Corey's dramatic, whether or not that's actually needed for the spell. Like I make a circle with the like a pouch of sand and start humming some nonsense, and then I tell, yeah, just sit right here in the center, and then you're gonna go into a trance, which I'm sure you've done before because like you're an elf. And then just think about that person, and then I just pull out a piece of paper and then I start drawing runes in it, and I try to draw my best sketch of the person that I'm thinking about. And then I stand in front of Leo, place my hands on his head, and cast the spell.
All right. Leo, as the spell takes a hold of you, and you're picturing him in your mind, he is asleep right now. You can make that connection.
I'll make that connection.
All right. You have the ability now to influence and create this dream if you want to. So, what is it that he sees? Where are you in this dream?
I want to be in my old office, sitting at my chair, and I want him walking in, kind of giving me a brief of what he's been doing over the last week.
Okay. So looking around, you see yourself back where you spent a lot of your days before leaving Shady Grove. Small, cramped office, boxes of weapons, illicit drugs, all sorts of stuff. The bits of actual paper work that you needed to do or had to do, a lot of it probably forgeries and stuff. The door opens. There's nothing on the other side but a darkness, a void, and in steps a taller, slimmer half-orc. One of the tusks broken off, the other one long and kind of gnarled going up towards the nose. There is a deep red scar over the left eye. Unkempt, kind of wild hair. He's wearing a older, sort of rugged vest just over his dark sort of green and navy-looking skin. As he walks in, several daggers hooked to his belt. Walks in, looks around. Another one of these, then. All right. Old pal Leo, it's good to see you again. If only. He goes and sits down in the chair. So, what'll it be today, boss? We gonna reminisce? We gonna fight? We gonna live out some of the good old days or think about what could have been?
Just want to know what's going on with the gang.
Kind of reaches up and kind of picks in between his teeth a bit and kind of sits back. What's been going on with the gang? gang's doing fine without you. It's been more profitable. We've been making our way up since we finally got rid of you. It's been good times for everybody. Finally been able to cut out, separate the wheat from the chaff, if you will. You would have hated it. Never did have the stomach to do what needed to be done. And that was why the boys never felt like they got what they deserved. No, it's good you're gone. It's good you're gone. Kind of starts nodding and kind of looks over towards the window.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm gone too. Are you guys still running out of Shady Creek Run?
Yeah. Home's home. You know that.
How are my parents?
Stands up and looks around a bit. Your parents? You should know how your parents are. This whole thing is just a figment of my imagination, right? All the things I know, you know. You're a part of me.
I'd like you to tell me, though.
Corey, does the dream say anything about like a role for someone to know if they're like what they're looking at? Sorry, give me just a quick second here.
No, it doesn't say anything about like if you're trying to say like insighting into whether this is a dream.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't specify that necessarily. The only role they would need to make is if Leo got hostile.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which, depending on what's said, might happen.
Parents are gone, old buddy. After you and your sister left and made off for whatever it is that you made off to, I don't know if they just felt like they couldn't take it anymore, or if the guilt for how they raised you finally got to them, but
Can I insight that?
sure.
12 plus 6, so 18.
18. You can definitely tell when Steele lies. The two of you grew up together. There wasn't much that he could put past you, and as a result, there's not a lot of times where he tried to. The two of you were always pretty honest with one another. And from the way that he's kind of reacting right now, it seems that he thinks that this is a dream and that you're, a figment of his imagination or his subconscious. So you don't get the feeling that he's lying in this case.
Okay.
He does look kind of perturbed now, though, as he sits back down.
All
It's
right.
a weird thing to worry about, though.
Let's get back to the day and day. What have you guys been doing the last week?
Why do I care what happens to your parents? Never gave them any other thought. Did think about going after them when I wasn't sure where you were, seeing if I could draw you out, but I never crossed that line.
I mean, you know, I haven't come up in your dreams in quite a while. Could have just been a figment of your imagination. Just a split second thing. I always got the better hand of you. You're just checking all your bases.
He stands up and walks around to the other side. So he's standing right next to where you're sitting. Where'd you and your sister make off to? I tried to look after you. I tried to find where you went. Could never pick up the trail, though.
I never leave a trail. You know that.
Nagvarat? Upperduke? Someplace small like Blumenthal or Druvenlode?
You know, where I would personally go, maybe be the barbed fields. Get out, see something a little bit different. Not like Rex and Trum. Nothing like Bayside Tile. Somewhere really barbaric.
You watch as he kind of walks around a bit. Goes and opens the door again and walks through it, closing it behind him. Then it immediately opens back up and he walks back in again. Something's going on here. I smell. Something's fishy. This ain't
What's
normal.
fishy?
I know all of this. This ain't normal here.
You're getting a little touched in your old age, aren't you?
You're one to talk. 200 something?
So?
Folks don't live nearly as long as you elven folks do, but if you were to come back home, I could fix that for you.
I mean, I'd rather watch you fester for the rest of your life while I get another 200 years. So I'll enjoy where I'm at, and I'll end the spell there.
Okay. All right, you come out of the spell. Everyone's probably watching and looking at you eagerly if you want to share anything. Up to you or not.
Well, that was insightful. Thank you, Corey.
Corey's like almost passing out, just trying to stand and hold your head. Yeah, what? Did it work?
It worked phenomenally.
Oh, okay. How are they? Or wait, no, you didn't like this one.
No, like this is probably someone we're gonna remove from the world at some point.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh. Okay.
But no, I just needed to confirm my worst fears. And I don't think my parents are alive anymore.
Is that bad? Besides them being your parents?
Nah, it's kind of bittersweet. You still love your family, even though they're horrible people.
Mhm.
And I would have rather been the one to have, I don't know, atoned for our sins. And he just kind of looks solemn at that. If we ever talk to my sister, don't tell her.
Why not?
Rather she didn't know.
Well, does she need her own time to grieve?
Maybe, but she probably moved on by now.
If I recall, you said that your parents were kind of head of that business, so to speak.
That's the other thing that worries me. Um, didn't mean to do that. My second command might be running amok with my family's absence.
Yeah, I will say, Leo, that your family eventually, quote unquote, retired as you kind of took over sort of the family business as the Grudge Hounds got bigger and kind of cut out, obviously, all of the slave trading aspects of it. So when you were officially running like your own gang and it was like successful and stuff, you kind of basically pushed them out and then shut it all down.
Yeah. So,
Damn.
yeah.
What do you think your second in command is doing then?
Well, he told me he's making money since I left, which really only tells me one thing is happening.
He's returning to what you just stopped?
Exactly. And it's something that, like, I predicted would happen, but it still... It sucks. Like, I still have unfinished business that I need to have taken care of in Shady Creek Run.
It's a long ways back, but I mean, we will have
we're
to
not
go there.
going back anytime soon. Like, there's no way.
But I guess the
We will
next-
have to eventually, though.
for Rex and Trim especially, but this too. So, I suppose whenever we find our way circling back to Rex and Trim, then that'll be on the radar. Not radar. We don't have radars. That'll be on the our to-do list.
Chopping block.
Chopping block.
Well, when we do, we should stop by Zadash and talk to the gentleman. She's from there.
Fair, she might have some insight, right?
Connections. Old axes to grind.
Roz nods in agreement. Absolutely, we should.
Insight check.
Same.
Zana rolls her eyes. Out of your league.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to. Your
Just
face did.
dies.
Hmm.
All right.
I mean,
Were you inciting Roz as well?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you roll?
With an 18, you
Yeah,
got the
you're good.
same. You got the same
Yeah.
vibes.
You're good.
Cause Roz, no. Don't do it. Bad news. Alright. Sorry I interrupted somebody.
Well, it works.
It does work.
If anyone else wants to go, or maybe I should save it in case we get attacked by Shadow or one of
Let's
us.
just save it. I would like to not do any surprise visits, so let me get some time to actually make sure it will, not be a shock, and then we can talk.
Zana grins a bit. Maeve would rather be on the receiving end of the surprise visits.
Just kind of looks at
See
her.
you all the time. I think it would be cute, kind of like tit for tat, just like, haha, inside joke.
Yep. Anyway, we don't need to think about this. We can just go to sleep now.
Okay. Well, leave
But-
if you want to see anyone, of your two other families or whatever, I could try.
Are you able to enter the dreams of people who are deceased?
A philosophical question. No.
Philosophical question with a simple answer.
According to spell rules.
How do you know that she's gone, Leaf?
Well, clearly that's clearly there'd be no way that she'd be able to survive. So at least
Survive
mine,
what?
there's no logical solution.
Survive what?
The explosion and the screaming.
Don't be surprised what people can survive.
If anyone would know, it would be Sana.
I mean, no pressure. I just wanted to put it out there. So we can go to bed, and then if any of you just have a hankering to go talk to someone, just just wake me up.
Okay. So with that, you all pair up for your watches for the night. Some are perhaps a bit more nervous than others, but the night passes uneventfully. You all get your full rest, and the next morning, Zana is looking... There's a lot more color that has returned to her cheeks now, and she looks a lot better. So, as we get to the next day's journey, is there anything that anyone wanted to do as you continue your way?
Continue our way.
Continue our... That doesn't quite have the same ring to it. Towards Aeor's Recollection.
I don't think so, unless someone needed to talk to me.
Okay.
Should probably do a sending stone thing, but I will wait. That's for now.
It's a... Yeah, yes, Leaf?
Go ahead.
As I say, it's a beautiful view as you come up basically right next to these bluffs that are overlooking the Lucidian Ocean in what we are going to call Aeor's Gulf? Cove? Whatever that little thing on the map would be. It's a good, depending on where you are, like a good 300 to 500 feet down to the water's edge as you see it crashing into the rocks below. You see a few ships dotting the Lucidian, heading out from Nicodranas and around to Port Zune, and who knows where else. But other than that, it's a clear day. No inclement weather, no dangerous bandits, no abandoned carts on the side of the road.
That's good.
Was there something that you wanted to ask or do, Leaf?
Yeah. At around lunchtime, when we are breaking for a bit, Leaf is going to just sit down and prepare a ritual site to cast scrying. And is going to target Gareth.
Oh. Okay. So let's see, Gareth, you have you are familiar with. So we're gonna give him a -5.
And I have the rock and vision memory card, so that should be a possession of theirs.
It is not a possession of his.
All right, fine. All right, so just a -5 then.
Okay, so what's the just add 5 to your save DC. Let me know what it is.
Oh, add 5 to it. It will be a 23.
23 wisdom?
Oh, yes, wisdom.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be a failure. Your consciousness rises up out of your body, high up into the air towards the clouds, and you watch as the coast of the Menagerie coast, gets small down below you and then vanishes from the clouds. And then you go hurtling back down, and you see now a massive port city beneath you as it all blurs into colors as your consciousness and your vision goes down through the roof of an inn and focuses in on Gareth, who seems to be in a inn room somewhere. He's at a desk, scribbling something, going through some papers. He stops for a moment and kind of rubs his temples. And then you watch as he reaches into his pack and takes out a smooth white stone, which you recognize as a slinging stone. He hesitates, not wanting to make whatever this connection is. Hey, it's It's Gareth. We've got a problem of some sort. Yeah, the two that I recruited in Nicodranas. They're back behind bars. We can get something set back up there, but it's more than that. The driver said that someone found him, made him, and she was good. Real good. She shouldn't be a problem anymore. But if she was working with someone else, yeah, I can look into who sent her. All right, next shipment is going to be lighter, but still on its way. Should we still have them stop at the usual places? All right. All right, yes. I can do that. And he puts the sending stone away. And the rest of your time watching doesn't do anything else out of the ordinary.
Everything okay, Leaf?
Yes, I was just casting a spell.
Oh. What spell?
This one was casting a spell to spy on one of my former family members, Gareth. It seems he is indeed the one behind stealing all of the Aeormatons.
Okay, that's very concerning. Do you know where he was?
He was in an inn room. This one
Sure.
cannot be certain which port town Gareth was in.
Yeah, because of your amnesia, you sure can't. Otherwise, you would have been able to recognize it.
If only I didn't die earlier.
A self-imposed handicap. Nah, it's fine. I
I'm
see.
kidding.
Okay. Do you have any idea why he would do this?
This one has no idea why he seems to be bad. Gareth was a good friend at one point. However, he turned on my family. So, coming to the realization that he is indeed stealing Aeormatons is not unheard of. It is not a surprise.
So he was doing this before?
He is a bad person, so it tracks. Bad people do things like steal Aeormatons.
Now we're gonna kill him.
Probably.
Just
This
say
kill
nice.
list is getting longer and longer.
Has so many people to murder. Makes life so much simpler when we just have a list of people we have to off.
Booked and busy.
It seems that he believes that Zana has been successfully murdered. However, the joke is on him.
That's right.
Good job, Zana. You
You're
convinced
gonna-
him that you were dead.
You are gonna give him the fright of his life.
He does have concerns that Zana is not working alone. However, he does not know that we are after him.
Not yet, I suppose.
Leaf will turn to Corey. This one was considering taking you up on the offer to infiltrate Gareth's mind last night. However, this one decided that it'd be best to spy on him first.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You know, and like, actually, yeah, Leo, like, I wanted to ask, like, did they know it was you? Or were they like, oh, haha, it's a dream?
At first, I think he believed it was just a dream, haha, until I asked about my parents. Then
So,
he
yeah,
started
I can-
questioning things. So if you keep it low key and just kind of act like you would in a dream, you should
Leaf
be
is known for
fine.
being subtle and low key.
Yeah, that's the only concern.
Definitely.
I
Subtlety
think we
is
should
a
have done
speciality.
Hear his nightmares.
Yeah,
Though the
or...
other thing we could do is send someone else into their dream, since you have the description.
Yeah, like, you know, like I could go in, transform to someone because I can cast it on myself.
That could work too.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even have to
Or-
cast transform. You get to control basically every aspect of the dream. So
You could just disguise yourself, Leaf.
Every aspect?
I'm pretty sure that's what it says. You basically get to do quite a bit.
Yeah, make
The messenger can
dream.
shape the
Inception.
environment of the dream, creating landscapes, objects, and other images.
Do you get to take the form of yourself as the messenger?
It doesn't. Well, the only thing that it mentions in regards to the messenger is if the caster wants, they can make the messenger appear monstrous and terrifying to the target. So, okay, yeah, I'll say that you probably can't change what you look like, but everything else in the dream you have control over.
So actually, yeah. So we could also give him like the nightmare of his life and make him poop his pants in the middle of the night, which would actually cause some damage to him. So we could try to kill him in a dream.
Oh, now we sound
Figuratively
like
shitting the bed.
elves.
That would be a good subterfuge tactic to make him weaker and more tired before we get to him.
Oh, like we plan it? Oh, that's gorgeous. If it has
Or
to be late
even-
at night.
Are we the good guys?
Of course we are. We are killing people in the name of good.
Yeah, that's all we've done ever since we met, guys. Come on.
This feels wrong.
Okay, well, you know, but yeah, I'm down for whatever you want to do, Leaf. Like, I can go in for you, or I can send you, or I can send someone else if anyone else, would be okay to do that.
This one thinks that someone else should go to keep the illusion of random dream alive. However, this one would like to utilize your dream capabilities tonight.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, I don't mind going unless someone else thinks they'd be really good at it.
I'm not the acting type.
This one believes that the best person for this job would be Lady Hermia. Oh wait, is she AFK?
I think she AFK.
Yeah, she's still AFK. I'm sorry. I saw back and I thought that was her. Oh, damn it. Well, yeah.
Hermia is so shocked.
There's a
she
long
doesn't
pause.
like-
You all look over and Hermia's napping.
If anyone
See, she's so
has
good at it.
expertise
She's
in
already
sleeping,
asleep.
Yeah.
I like that
I
as an
started
Eladrin who
lighting up,
doesn't need
though.
to sleep, Hermia sleeps.
Yep. honestly, I kind of get it.
I mean, if you don't need to sleep and then you just sleep anyway, you're like getting like bonus sleep on top of regular sleep. It's got to
Yeah.
be the most amazing feeling.
Yeah, sleep's amazing.
All right. So, is there anything else that you wanted to do?
Yeah. Once we're kind of moving again, does Zana still do her thing where she like rides off on ahead to like scout up ahead?
Not since Nicodranas. No.
Then never mind.
You did say that Zana was looking
Better. Yes.
better.
She still looks like a little worse for wear,
I mean,
but
Yeah, but
she no longer has any of the effects of the toxin. So
Yeah.
now she
Alright,
just
never mind
feels
then.
like shit for a few days.
You
All
can
right.
do secret language, not private conversation.
Oh, it's fine.
I had a message from like a month ago that I was supposed to send my sister, and I never did because like shit went down.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you already. I found the message in the chat. I didn't know if you already had that prepared, or I can wait till next time.
I bet I have it somewhere.
I'm about to send you the message again, and I'll say it out loud. But I just wanted to ask before I did it, and didn't want to spring it on you.
Actually, no,
It's
because
on
the one that I have for Chandra, she responded to, I think. Let me take a
Yeah,
look
this
here.
was one that I had ahead of time had talked about sending, and then I couldn't because a lot was happening.
So this was
that
when
the Wuhan dates?
These were the one. This is the one you were gonna send after she basically told you that she's trying to fix everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can do it, or I can just wait. Whatever. You
No,
want.
yeah. If you'd like to, go for it.
So she'll take her sending stone while we're moving, and she is going to say into it, "You don't have to do this alone. We can talk about this. I can't be a child anymore, so let me be your adult sister." What are that words exactly?
You get a response back pretty quickly. You may not be a child, but you're still my little sister. I don't want you to get hurt. Don't worry about me. I'm not alone.
She's at first looks really irritated, and then kind of perks up at the end, but realizes that she already used it, so she can't use it again. It's like, huh. She's traveling with people. Interesting.
Alright, so the rest of your day is uneventful, and eventually you settle down, once again camping out for the night, knowing that the next day you should arrive to Aeor's Recollection. Corey, did you want to offer your... Or Leaf was going to take you up on your dream this time, right?
Yeah. Don't forget, guys, I can do it twice a day. You know, if we're not too busy. So if anyone wants it.
Listen, Sarah was not prepared to describe a date night, so let's just wait till next time.
you've had
Alright.
2 days to think on it. Jeez.
So, you all set up camp for the night, just a little ways from the edge of the bluffs here, which makes it a bit chilly with the nighttime air coming in, but gives you a beautiful view of the Lucidian under the starry night sky with a nearly full moon of Catha out shining down on it as well.
Leaf will go over to Corey and say, "This one is ready. What is that? What do you call this spell that you are using?"
You know, I was thinking about it. I was thinking like something short and sweet. Just, I think dream.
Understood.
You know, I think.
Please
it's just...
use your something short and sweet on me.
Okay, that doesn't sound good in context, but we'll talk about it later. Crack my knuckles.
Zana sends a message to May. No, actually to Roz. I think it makes more sense with Roz. Sends a message to Roz, but that's what Leo says.
Oz just shakes her head.
She's making jokes!
We're wearing her down.
Never! I just have to give all of you a little bit of hope before she betrays the whole party.
Oh, that'd be so nice. Oh yeah, we gotta kill Mr. Black too, don't we?
Oh,
Mr. Black has done nothing but help you.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he's based on that one NPC who was really bad in my campaign. So, I mean, all right. Leaf will say, do you remember Runar of the Coin Accord?
yeah.
This one would like to have a merry party with them.
Oh. So you want to like use my phone to call your friends?
Correct.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Unless there is something else someone else wanted to do.
No. I mean, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. I mean, you know, like, I can give one to you, and then if someone else wants to, you know, so I have 2 in a day. Like I said, if we don't do nothing crazy.
Great.
So.
And Leaf is just going to kind of fall down and place its head onto Corey's lap, is I assume how I'm picturing it.
Okay, well, have fun, bud. My best buddy, who's also thinks of me as his best buddy, hopefully. Good night.
Oh, Corey. Corey need a hug.
I envision Corey being like, okay, here, I'm casting the spell, the components and the words, and for some reason it's just not working tonight. So sorry.
It's those people in particular, it's just not working
Yep.
for. I don't know. The elves or Kalishtar? I mean,
All right, so Leaf, would you like to describe what this dream to Runar looks like?
Sure. Runar is going to Runar and Leaf are going to appear in a very busy and lively tavern, which has lined with the sides of every kind of imaginable food, banquet dinner. There's chicken, there's ducks, there's turduckens, there is tables of sweets and cakes, and even a large bowl of salad with a horizontally sliced cucumbers inside. And Leaf will appear next to Runar and is going to be is exactly as you would picture Leaf, except where Leaf's non-face is, there is a human mouth on it with normal lips, and Leaf is going to say, "Greetings, friend Runar," and immediately go into the buffet and try to eat and taste something.
Are the other coin accords there as well?
Oh yeah, of course they would be. Yeah,
Okay.
but only Runar's playing. Yeah, but
Sure,
yeah.
he's the only one who's actually there.
Right. Yeah, but everyone's there. Actually, in fact, everyone that I know is there, including all of the second chances, including best friend Corey.
Okay.
Aw.
What's Corey doing? Is
Corey.
she hanging out with Neo because they're best friends?
Yes, and actually, Corey and Neo are actually on top of a table dancing, drinking Lucky Kieran's, and they are very drunk and very merry.
Yep. And Runar yells out, "Oh, it's this one again! Oh, I love this dream!" And he walks over
Indeed.
and like fills his arms up with booze and like grabs a plate and is stuffing his mouth and looks towards you. He goes, "Oh, it's the one where you got a mouth again. That's so weird."
Yes, this is very weird and completely not planned at all. And Leaf is just going to take a chocolate-covered cherry and attempt to eat it.
Okay.
Does Leaf taste for the first time?
I mean, I think that Leaf was able to, I guess not taste, because you could consume things.
Right.
But unfortunately, in a dream, things are only limited by your imagination.
Leaf eats the chocolate-covered strawberry. He just kind of looks at it, as tasteless as it always been, and kind of sighs. He just has but also parties with the rest of his family. And actually,
throughout the night, you also go around stealing everyone's coin purses as well.
Yep. That's it.
All right. Do you spend the full 8-hour duration partying because Runar does?
I mean, yeah, Leaf would do that for
So,
his
Corey, after probably
good
about
friend
an
Runar.
hour, you realize that Leaf's probably not waking up right away.
Well,
Well, I guess he's out of the watch.
I feel a little jealous, but I'm like, you know what, bud? You deserve it. Sweet dreams.
All right. So everyone goes ahead and sets up watches for the night.
Yeah, I guess we can be down one person. We're still good. We got 6.
Roz is gonna request Anna tonight.
Okay, sure. Before we get to that, before Roz and Zana get to her or get to theirs, Maeve.
Yes.
At some point while you are resting, something happens. You don't dream. You're just in your trance. But you are taken somewhere. And you recognize it. It's your home.
Okay.
It's the same room that you and your father once sat for a weekend or so, quilting, of all things. There's a knock on the door behind you. You turn to see Norrison. Maeve, there's no need to get up. This will be swift. I just want you to know that I'm ending whatever it is that we have. It was probably a bit childish for us to really put up this charade for as long as we did, but suppose you deserve honesty, and I was afraid to be alone. I thought, honestly, I thought that you with your station, that might make you know who a bit jealous. But we've been able to reconcile, and well, I don't need my second choice now. I hope you understand, but this leaves you free to pursue Addie, which you would be much happier with anyway.
She'll run down at that, because, it's a dream and it's still ouch. Oh, right. Of course. We always said we'd be honest. I wish you best of luck.
As his form seems to sort of fade out, Addie steps through the doorway. Did you call me, Maeve?
Yeah, I suppose I did. Sorry, Norrison just, broke off our relationship.
You weren't quite right for each other, if you don't mind me saying.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. He always preferred Melandre. It was just more obvious about it.
He needed a pretty thing on his arm, I think. I'm sure you'll find someone eventually, though, who's into someone who's responsible and you're kind of fun.
Thank you, I think. We never really got off on the right foot on all of this. If you want to see each other I probably can well, I think she actually kind of looks towards her father at that. Of like, I think I can find some free time.
As you look towards your father, you look back to Addie, and she's gone.
I-
Free time for fraternization.
Well,
Once again, shirking your duties. You wonder why. It's not important, I suppose. If you would like to go and consort with your friends, why not?
No,
It's not like
it's-
you've ever taken any of this serious, anyhow.
no, Father. If there's something I should be doing, I'll do it. Just let me know. Just let me know what's right to do.
Who is it that lets me know what to do as clan leader? Maeve?
Yes, that's true, but I'm just trying to follow what you want me to do.
He turns and walks through the doorway into the darkness as your mother emerges. Don't mind him. All right, he's just... He misses Lashandra, and you're not her, so it's a... You have to understand that it's a bit of a disappointment to know that all the work that he put in, has to be redone. But you will be just as good as what she probably would have been.
You think I can do this?
I think that you will have to try.
Yeah. Right. Try. Every day, try.
And look at it
try
this
hard.
way. There's no distractions now with Norrison. You're free to focus on your duties.
True. I suppose I'll have a lot more time. Do what I should be doing, I
Lots of
think.
time.
What should I be doing?
Love interest, no friends, just your responsibilities. There's a knock. Oh, let me go and get that. And as she vanishes out the door, Kaylin walks in.
Wait.
Little
You
maid?
shouldn't be here. Yes?
You're right, I probably shouldn't be. It's easier for you to focus on your responsibilities when I'm halfway across the world.
Wait, but hold on. I can figure this out.
Easier
can-
to commit to something when you don't actually have to commit to it. Isn't that right?
That's not why. I mean, yes, we had an agreement, but I didn't.
No, it's okay. I'll show up when it's convenient for you. And he walks away. And Zana steps in.
Kind of stiffens at that. What?
Commitment, that's
Now's
your
not a good
issue, huh?
time. Huh? Say that again.
Commitment, that's your issue, huh? Is that what's keeping you at arm's length? Is that why you can't speak up and say what's actually on your mind? You want me to keep these walls up, don't you?
No, I don't. It's not true.
She steps towards you, her eyes starting to glow red. It is. You have walls of your own, Timavra.
Are you calling me that?
These defenses will protect you from some things. She pushes you back against the wall as her features begin to grow pale, but not like a changeling, as her hair begins to turn red. Her hand around your throat. Tell Rosalind she's like you. Weak. She can't stop me. She can't protect you. And it seems she's wasting her chances. And you feel a burning pain in your chest. I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Oh no, I'm bad at those. we're gonna do an inspo. Because I'm bad at those. And I am not within 10 feet of Roz. I know that for sure. Well?
Nope.
Right, hold on.
Oh,
13. Rolled a 1.
you take 41 necrotic damage.
Oh. That's a lot of damage.
And as you are having this dream, we're going to pop on over to Roz and Zana. Also, Darrow Crazy, thank you very much for that Prime subscription. You can choose any of the characters you see here on screen to give an inspiration to. So, Rosalind and Zana, you are both keeping watch. Zana looks to you.
It really doesn't feel very important anymore.
You don't know what's going on. So,
I do your thing.
I think this is the first time you've requested a watch with me.
Yeah. I don't know how else to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. I met Aurora yesterday.
She looks taken aback and a bit confused. Wait, have you told her that Aurora's in the other world? That there's a version of her there?
She didn't know until she would have found out
Okay.
that
Yep.
morning.
Fair enough. What?
Back home, I got my sister to let me talk to my friends. And, they've replaced me. I mean, they had to. My replacement is a red-haired ASMR cleric named Aurora, who looks just like you do right now.
I guess that makes sense. If Mira's in both worlds, if your Triv is in both worlds, if... Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
She look happy?
She looks uncertain, I would say. They all did. And I thought I'd talk to them and they would be, I don't know, saving the world. But
They're all...
you know, we're doing
Like-
something wild here, and they're just continuing to do what we were doing when I was there. You know, they're helping out where they can.
They're also like you, right? They're younger.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're most of them are my age, roughly.
You have time then, I
Oh.
guess.
Yeah. Just when I told them what we were doing here, they, I don't know, they looked embarrassed.
Not everyone can be chosen to save the world, I guess.
I told them we're not, I told them I'm probably not coming home.
Is that a decision you've made or a decision you think's been forced on you?
Yes. I don't think, I used to hate religion because I thought that once you had been blessed with some goddess's gift, how could you possibly walk away from it? You know, it's changed you. That's kind of how I feel. How could I ever go back?
You still have time.
Go back and, what? Clean out the sewers in Vano? Yeah, sounds like a great time.
They have aspirations now. They have something to beat.
Yeah. Good. If that is what it takes, then good. Told Mira, find someone to make you happy. But it's not going to be me.
Well, if it's Aurora, she'll keep her happy.
Yeah. Seems about her speed. Not all right.
Well, maybe the Aeormatons will have some really hard liquor. Or not. I don't know if they drink.
I don't want a drink. I want to fight. I want to beat something senseless.
I'm sure there are some Aeormatons that could probably help you with that too.
You got the camp. I'm gonna go find a tree to demolish.
And as you stand up to begin walking away, Maeve suddenly jerks awake in pain, screaming.
Maeve! Oh my god. And Roz is gonna hurry over to her.
But it,
Maeve, I randomed off Darrow's inspo, and it landed on you, which is probably fitting.
thank you. Appreciate it. The one that I spent that didn't do anything.
What happened?
She gets into your head, Roz.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. She knows things, Roz.
Yeah.
She made images of my family. People
Roz
know.
nods. Yeah. That is what she does.
She's playing dirty.
She's not interested in winning fairly.
She I'm trying to remember exactly what she said.
The message to Roz?
Yeah. Do you want to?
Yeah, I would say that everyone probably wakes up from Maeve screaming.
There we go.
What?
I'm sorry. She said something. She tell you that you're weak, that you can't stop her, that you can't protect me, and that you've wasted your chances. Whatever the hell that means. I'm sorry. I was stuck in the dream, so it was too late. By the time I realized what was happening, it was too late. I'm sorry.
Welcome in Divergent Dice. Thank you very much for the raid. Can we give a shout out for Divergent Dice, please?
It's not your fault.
Trying to wipe tears away. She kind of tries to get a hold of herself through breathing.
Roz kind of like nudges down your shirt a little bit to see the necrotic damage.
Yeah. So Maeve, you will not get a long rest, and you do have 1 level of exhaustion now.
Rude. How do I get that? There you
Oh,
go.
Maeve.
It's fine. I'll be fine.
Wait. Hold on. I pull out one of my potions that I didn't use. I reach past her. This might help, maybe? It's it'll make you feel like you got a lot of rest. I don't know if that'll help.
I do have something for that, but I'm just gonna wait to use it.
Is it
Oh,
potion
it's
of watchful rest?
A watchful rest potion.
Oh,
I don't think that
Don't-
would heal an exhaustion point.
don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But thank you.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, Maeve.
It's not your fault, but
It-
just need to warn all of you that it's not that she just appears. She knows things.
Everything. Everything you think you can keep secret. She'll know. And she'll throw it in your face. She's had decades to practice.
So, what is she again?
When she was 8, a demon killed her and my
Oh,
older
God.
sister. And made my mom a deal to give my mom a chance for revenge in exchange for her soul, which in her grief she took. And demon had tricked her, of course, and took her soul, but didn't get my sisters. On their way down to the abyss, they were intercepted. A celestial being and an infernal one both took one of them and twisted them, changing them into new beings altogether. Cora and Celine Larest became light and shadow.
Hmm.
My middle sister, Shadow, was twisted by the infernal being, and being much younger, when she got to the abyss, lost most of her memories of who she was, most of the feelings of her mortality, that some of which light hangs on to a little bit better than she can. For a
Oh.
long time, they have, well, much like I was with Saris, they are mentally linked. And my oldest sister was able to keep her not in check, but grounded. Recently, Shadow has found a way to block out their connection to one another, and she is now unchecked.
Some
And her
reasons.
hatred of me runs deep indeed.
For whatever reason that is, I don't know what wasted your chances means, but
She wanted me to fight her when she first started visiting me in my dreams, and I wouldn't do it. She was my sister. I had no interest in fighting her.
She could also
then-
be talking about us. Second
Chances for what,
chances.
though?
Perhaps,
She
but
went after Hermia, then she went after you.
indeed, but
Kind of
we
avoiding
can't
nowadays.
communicate with each other when we're in these dreams.
Corey can send us in, though.
Into
can.
who? Into whose dream?
Your other sister warned you that something might happen, right?
Yes.
It seems to get to you. She's trying to go to each of us. So if she can warn us the next time, there's a, 1 in 4 chance that Corey could send you in?
Well, I can't enter into Leo's dreams, nor Maeve's.
No, but for me, Corey, and Leaf, do you dream?
He has
No,
dreams.
This one enters a stasis.
So, 2.
I mean, it wouldn't. You could still try. Obviously, she makes them dream or see visions somehow.
Yeah.
She can even make me see visions, and I don't dream either.
You know, you said she lost some of her, I suppose, mortality, right? Sense of self.
Most of it. She's gotten some of it back over time from talking to my mother and being with
It's
light.
Not much of a. It's not much, and I'm still mad. But the kinds of things she made me see, for someone who may be lacking mortality, dare I even say empathy, wouldn't be able to do that.
She's not a demon. She knows how to get to people. She has, by her words, she doesn't feel pleasure or joy. But if there is something that she takes a form of joy in, it is getting under people's skin. She's on more times than I think I can count reduced my mother to tears.
Because she knows what buttons to hit.
Yes. And doesn't have any hesitation about doing so. But there's... When I almost got Mira killed, that night, as I watched her dying in a tent, I decided to run away. I decided that I wasn't ready to be a leader, that I wasn't ready to do this. I wasn't good enough. I didn't have enough training. I didn't have enough confidence. I didn't make good decisions. I was impulsive. So I decided to run and just leave them. And as I turned to run, she was standing there, stopping me. It was the first time I'd ever seen her, first time we'd ever spoken. I knew her when I saw her, based on the descriptions, but it was the first time that she'd ever bid show herself to me in any way. She told me not to run. She told me that my mother doesn't raise weaklings. And she told me when I called her my sister that I would have to earn it. Clearly I am failing to earn it in her eyes.
Maybe
But if she
she's
wanted me dead, I'd be
challenging
dead.
you.
But why would she leave your other sister?
Maybe Light wouldn't let her. Maybe Light and I have gotten too close. Maybe that's why she's so mad. Maybe Light and I are getting close, threatening the perfect relationship they've had in her eyes.
Maybe. But it seems more like she's jealous of Light. That she wasn't the one chosen to be your guide.
Certainly possible. I don't know if
Yeah,
Saris
like-
had a choice in the matter, but I can certainly understand why she would have chosen Light.
Have you tried to make a connection with Shadow?
Yes. I actually asked Light to connect us, and she couldn't.
No, I mean you trying to form your own bond with Shadow.
I don't know how. I don't know how I made the one with Light. Saris did it, and died to do so.
Well, so does she like? I know you said like you're a couch star and everything. Does she also like live in dreams, or is that just like she just knows how to get there?
Corey, that's fucking brilliant.
What?
So, how much do you all know about Quarry?
Only you.
Fair enough. So when we dream, every living sentient being that can dream, when you do, you go to a place called a dreamscape in the realm of the Quarry. It is a plane of your own making, though most people don't have control over it. With great training, you can seize control, but most people can't. Some, who are very powerful in it, very controlled, can even move between different dreamscapes. Some even go to the realm of the quarry. It's called Dalquor. What makes quarry special is it is their purpose and their ability and their want to move freely between dreamscapes, to travel as they wish. That's how she's doing it. She has found a way to maneuver between dreamscapes and has bridged that into getting to this realm.
There's another possible connection.
Yeah.
Because
If I connected to light, I might have an idea where Saris is.
Snap.
Please.
well, half this party can't dream, right?
Mm.
But the only other time that we can was because of our connection through the tattoos.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe she's been able to find a way to hijack that. Because I can't imagine just going through dreams is enough. She's taking us with her.
So she gets to me and then uses the tattoo to jump into you?
Maybe?
Well, okay.
Possible.
So, Roz, if you want to, I think if I understand my spell right.
Corey, I need you to send me to someone right now.
Okay, well, so that's what I was gonna ask, because I don't know, that might be a scary thing. I don't mind if you go into my dream. I don't think my spell cares if I'm also the caster and the target.
Yep, you can do that, I would say.
I actually have someone in mind that I need you to send me into the dream of.
Okay, yeah, who?
Me.
Into your inception. I'm gonna try.
No, I want you to send me to the Rosalind of this world's dream.
Is that a
Holy
Corey
shit,
spirit?
you're being for real?
Mm-hmm. She's a quarry spirit right now. She should have near limitless knowledge of what's happening in the realm of
Robbie,
dreams
is your
here.
brain breaking? Is your brain breaking, Robbie?
I like the idea.
I know you don't.
But is she asleep?
I mean, she literally lives and is a being of the realm of dreams. I would imagine they'd be
Sure.
reachable.
Tell you
Is
what.
that on our plane of existence? though?
There's quite a few like rules as written that could intercede with it, but like I said, I like the idea. This is a new spell for Corey though, and not how the spell's intended to work. So Corey, I would like you to make a Arcana check, please.
Can I give Corey
You cannot.
my mask to give +10 to Arcana checks?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna use my last inspo. This is okay.
I will.
I can't
I
channel
will.
anyone
I
for
will. No, not for this. This is a spell that nobody else is really familiar with here, doing something that nobody would really have the knowledge of. I will say this is going to be a very high DC, but the more often you try this, the lower the DC will get.
Practice makes perfect.
Leaf is going to walk over to Corey while she's beginning to cast and say, "This might help." And is going to cast Long Strider on him.
Oh, Strider. All right,
Well-
hold up. I will cast Bless.
But Bless is useful.
Okay.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Someone
well,
can-
I
Guess
want-
I'll roll a hit die for you. off of
someone
my-
someone cast haste on her.
I can't though.
Double the action.
All right, so you get a +10 from the mask. You get a D4 from Bless, and you are rolling at advantage. So
And
Do
10 more
it
movement
up.
speed.
Oh my
It's an
god,
extra
I'm gonna vomit. Okay.
It's okay.
All
Meant to
right.
be a journey.
Okay, here I go. 1. Okay. Okay. Hold
It's
on. I'm gonna roll
22 on the
D4.
Arcana.
And then you said it's a D4, right, for bless?
Uh huh.
And then. And then plus 10?
Yep.
Yep.
That's a 33.
Okay. So you try to focus on Roz? You cast the spell, and you feel as the messenger, Roslyn, this odd sense wash over you. And I would now like you to make a... Fuck. Let's call it a charisma check.
A charisma check.
A charisma
Bless yourself.
check. Yep.
Bless
All
yourself.
I am blessed. You get to pick 3 creatures.
I'm gonna walk, or Leaf is gonna walk over to Ross.
I would
Do I
say
get
that
Long Strider?
you...
Give you long strider.
You know, yeah, sure, fine. She has Long Strider. Okay.
All right, sick. I have Long Strider. All right, we will spend inspo as well.
Yep.
4 and a 19. All right, so 19.
Oh, the 4 was the D4. Oh, I'm like, that's not gonna work.
No, I haven't rolled the D4 yet. The 4 was my first roll on the advantage roll.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
There's a 4 there. So that is a 19, 28.
Ooh, a 28. That's pretty good.
Yeah, charisma's plus 5.
You close your eyes. You try to focus and reach out in a way you used to for Saris. You have no idea what you're doing, but you feel this spell, this effect, this magic from Corey coursing through you. And you all watch as Roz just suddenly falls over, seemingly
my God.
unconscious. And
Oh my god, I killed her.
No, I just like.
and as Corey begins to panic, Roz,
Yeah.
you find yourself on a strange alien plane that's different, but there's a familiarity to it.
Mm.
It's a land. It's like stepping into a watercolor painting. You can recognize the idea of shapes, of land masses, of things that you should recognize, but there's a distortion to them that like they're not quite real. And standing about 20 or 30 feet in front of you, you see a semblance of a being. It's humanoid in shape. It's made of both light, but also seems to be strangely solid in nature. And it seems to be looking down into a clear pool of some kind. And as you make your way towards it and get closer, you can see that this pool seems to be a looking glass of some kind. And on the other side, you see the hands of a child digging through the ground, picking flowers, and the being doesn't turn towards you. It seems to understand that you are there. And you hear your own voice in your head. Well, that's a neat trick.
Yeah. This is heavy. So you like died then, huh?
I think that we've both probably died a few times.
10 or so, I'm told, for me.
Ever to an
That's,
ancient red dragon?
Not that I've been told. You died to an ancient red dragon?
Thordak the Cinder King.
So cool.
Wasn't painful. It was quick.
No?
It was quick.
Yeah, it would be. Found out that one of my past deaths, I died because I fell.
It's rough, buddy.
I know. That's Saris then?
Mm-hmm.
So like my Saris has to sit in here and watch me through a pool? That is a bummer.
I don't know. It might be different. This is what it's always been for me.
I got brought here because well, I think you're supposed to be alive to help this world.
If I was supposed to be alive, I would be. I helped in my time, and I'll help again at some point.
Yeah, but like I got brought over from a completely different realm of existence to come here. You know what I mean? Like it was supposed to be you, but you got eaten by a dragon, so that sucks. Like I get that.
No, it seems like you were brought here for something pretty important.
Right. But it's not important.
Why are you here?
There is a being in my home world that is threatening my mission here. Threatening the lives of every person who lives here, and she casts a meaningful glance down at Saris. It's my sister. And she's found a way to invade my dreams and the dreams of my friends. I can't stop her.
You better find a way to.
Well, that's kind of why I'm here. Oh, Corey, jailer of dream spirits. I was hoping I might be able to lead to someone. I mean, come on, we're the same person-ish, kind of.
What do you expect me to do?
When she shows up, it would be immensely helpful if you could gather up like my friends and put us all into the dream with her so that we can fight her. That'd be great.
And if you fail and she becomes aware of me and her?
I mean, I'm just going to point out you're betting against yourself. I mean,
I'm playing it safe for her sake. What then?
That's what I would do too. If we die here, she's dead too. And not just once. Forever. This world ends if we lose.
I'm not saying no. But you need to think about this. Weigh the risks. See if there's another way. If there isn't, I'll do what I can.
Roz. She happy?
She is. She usually is.
I am. I know she's not my Corey spirit here, but the moment I knew her, I'd do anything to protect her.
I'm aware.
Good. This has been surreal,
It has.
even for all the things that I've seen recently. Hey, you don't name your swords, do you?
It's time to wake up. And it puts a hand to your forehead and pushes you back. And you wake up amongst the second chances, and that is where we will end tonight's session.